Here we go.
That was kind of anticlimactic because the countdown just came on. We got to 27, and then all of a sudden Ramón pops in. Let's just do it this way. Click go. That's awesome.
I have no patience. How's everybody doing this Monday morning? This is awesome. We're going to pull it up here. Let's talk Forest Folk, Dax. Oh, that's Grumpy Forest. That's what's going on there, Dax?
Are you hearing that?
Hearing what?
The echo?
The echo. No, I'm not hearing an echo. Did we break something in the process here?
The internet.
The internet broke?
Is it still going?
I don't hear anything.
What a great video to start.
Oh man. So you had a pretty awesome weekend here on the campaign.
So you don't hear any echo in your thing?
I hear no echo. No. Is it like you sound fine? Now I'm really concerned. I mean, we're gonna watch this on playback here, and we'll see how things go. But yeah, no, I hear nothing. So
it's literally continuing to echo right now.
Maybe you suddenly got tinnitus out of nowhere.
I'll be right back.
All right. While Dax is gone, I'm going to help catch us up on the campaign for everybody who is listening right now, and for those who come in a little later. So right now we are at 24,202 Canadian dollars pledged for the book. We have hit our goal, obviously, of 15K already, and our stretch goal of spot loss. Oh, you look lost. And while Dax is figuring things out, and we're now currently on our way to getting to French Flaps. Now, French Flaps, to bring everybody up to speed, looking at earlier Forest Folk editions here. This is we're trying to keep it the same, but paper costs have gone up. But this one here are the extra little bits we like to put into the book here.
Yeah.
So, and as you can see, this is the spot gloss element here on the cover where we use it to highlight some fun characters and the title. So we got that already. Oh, boom, there we go. Team effort. And each book has had these great French flaps, a little bit extra information on the inside, but you can also use them. What I like to use it for is as a bookmark as I'm reading. It's like built in right there.
Yeah,
so,
everyone I've talked to says it's cool that you flip and then you just kind of drop it in there and you're done.
Yeah, which actually might make our next offering a little bit pointless, as we just
true.
said.
Hey, way to oversell. By the way, I figured out what it was. My immaculate technology brain had 3 windows of the YouTube page itself open. So I was hearing it live echo into my speakers. So
man,
those are now closed.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, we're good.
So I'm just catching everybody up here on the campaign.
Yeah.
And our newest stretch goal, we're about $800 shy of French Flaps. If we can get there, it would be a wonderful thing. Because we want to keep the aesthetic of these books the same moving forward.
Yeah, because otherwise we just we have like an art treatment for that prepared, but it wouldn't happen.
And it's just a nice little addition. It's nice to I like consistency, so it's nice to actually have them the same and everything like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll scroll through here a little bit. Here we go. Here, yeah. So here we go. Here's the current stretch goal right now. We're working up some ideas for our next one at 30K, but right now our 25K goal is the French Flaps, which I think we can reach. We have 11 days left in the campaign. So share with your friends, share with everybody, get the word out. This is a great series of books. And if you are new to it, people can grab all 3 and, give it as a gift or just, great reading for everybody.
Yeah, basically. I was actually going through, and this isn't me patting myself on the back, but it's kind of me patting myself on the back. When I don't usually reread these things.
Yeah.
But when I went back when we were setting up the book and I've actually taken a look at some of the comics, I was actually I remember thinking book 2 had my best stuff in it.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's some quality, fun stuff in number 3 as well that is just kind of, usually I'm kind of my own worst critic, but actually I was reading something and going, oh, that's kind of interesting. Kind of fun.
So I think the fun is as you start with the books, you can actually see your progression also as an artist and storyteller, right? You're getting more comfortable with the characters, you're loosening up.
Yeah.
And that's also evident in the kind of jokes and story you're putting forward, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this was an interesting book. We mentioned it a bit in the foreword of the book, but this is the first strip of this book starts
Yep.
the first day of like we went to lockdown.
Yeah, pretty much.
Practically, roughly, you know.
It was the week of lockdown. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure.
where the whole world just shut down, and this was like your avenue to kind of reach out to the world and deal with things, right? And it's kind of an interesting time capsule to look back on, to think about, you know.
Because they never really mentioned, like, I kept it kind of weird. Like, it was definitely fourth wall-ish, but like at the same time, like I never say that they are in like there's like a disease or anything. It's just kind of like they're having to deal with social distancing and all that kind of stuff for some unknown reason. Yeah. So it was kind of my way of just kind of using the time to.
Oh, there's some great strips in there. Like one of my favorites is when they're playing. What's it?
Hangman.
Hangman.
Yeah, I reread that one. I was like, that's actually pretty. I don't know how I came up with that one, but I was actually quite proud of myself. I was like, oh, did I just make a comic there? Like, that's cool.
Did I make a comic there?
Yeah.
Oh man. So, being that we're at 392, I think we wanted to make a little bit of an offering here to people.
Well, let's I wanted to start by saying that this campaign has been awesome. It's been a new kind of track for the Forest Folk family, because the way we've been doing these campaigns has been like with Raid Press has been with using the other properties to lift up the campaign and all that kind of stuff. There's always all that stuff has been available in the campaign, the Raid Press books, all of them. But this one we decided to kind of just make it Forest Folk. So all the backers that are backing this are backing the Forest Folk comic. And my favorite thing I'm seeing is that I remember at the end of volume 2, we had I think 350 backers.
Around there
amazing.
Somewhere
around there. And like I noticed a week ago, we'd already hit 350 and we're already up to 390, you said, I think?
Yeah, 394, 92, yeah.
So that right there in itself just makes me feel warm in the heart, because it's like that's more people are reading the book, or more people are
it's pure Forest Folk basically. The people, and the cool thing is like these books have been out now. We're embarking on the 3rd year of Forest Folk in book format, right? So you've done the first volume came out during the pandemic, during lockdown, and it wasn't really until we had the second that we actually started doing shows.
Yeah.
Right? So this is people, and the thing I've loved is people like on the campaign commenting that I picked this book up at this show.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to back it here. So this audience is growing,
100%,
and discovering the book. Because as much as like I love webcomics as much as everybody else. But I think you reach a different audience when you have it in book form.
100%.
Not everybody scours the internet looking for comic books or comic
100%.
strips, right? So
there's still something definitely, I don't know, collectorish or just endearing to having a physical form, and you see it when you're at cons. Like people want to hold on to that. They want the signature. They want that kind of interaction with you. And
and I also think it's like I always imagine like these books living on the shelf in like a cottage and kids pulling them down and just
and like 20 years from now they're like, look at this ratty old thing.
These tattered books. Like I still have my old Calvin and Hobbes from when I was like a teenager. And these are like, even though I have a nice collector's edition, those ratty ones are the ones I read regularly.
For sure,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think as a thank you, we were talking about giving away a bookmark. I know it has built-in bookmarks if we hit the stretch goal, but I think you were saying at 400 backers.
Yeah, 400.
We're just shy.
Basically, just shy. We want to get this into people's hands for sure.
Yeah.
We just need to get to that 400 mark, and then obviously keep going. But I designed this book. I love the Barry bookmark from the first campaign.
Yeah.
And everyone did too. And you did such a great job with the graphics. I was kind of inspired by you to like do my take on the noir one, and so this is like a mock-up. This isn't the final. Ramon's just put it there on a white background, but as you can see, the edges of the black there will be like the border of the bookmark. It's just a fun little kind of a
little thank you to tap in there.
Yeah, just to throw in there and give you guys a little extra something to hold on to as part of this campaign. So I wanted to get that out to you. So we just need 8 more people to back it, and that'll be going out.
That'll be going out to everybody. Yeah, so that's a nice little simple thank you from Dax to everybody. So, and I think we could do this really nice. I'd like to. I'm toying and just looking at it. I want to put like a little highlight in silver or something, like an old film noir.
Well, I know that you Ramón will definitely throw his sweet design touch on this, and it'll be way better than this. Like I just did a quick mock-up to show him my idea.
Yeah, no, I think this is great, and that's one of my favorite sequences in the new book is the noir sequence.
Well, fun fact to those that the 10 people that'll watch this. Hopefully down the road more will watch it. But no, this is a nice little insider behind the scenes, is that the noir section of this comic was created in a bar in the hotel in Vancouver when we were sitting having drinks at the end of the show 2 years ago. And I started writing down little notes in my note app on my phone, and before you know it, I had 8 strips of noir in there. So
I remember that.
It was a lot of fun. So,
and I think this came out because you were like, "Oh, coloring is so much work."
And then this turned out to be even more work, because once I realized, I'm like, it's fine when you're doing just black and whites of like people and stuff, but then you're having to actually think about lighting of like grayscale worlds. It's like, oh man, like this isn't easier. But it was fun. It was a lot of fun. You got tricked. I think it's a great. I mean, I'm also a big film noir fan, so this was just a great thing to see. It was fun. It was a lot of fun to do.
Yeah. So let's jump over the past week. We also dropped a new tier for everybody, and this guy here, we're calling it the sketch card set, which is pretty much just like the early bird set, but instead of the poster that came with the early bird set, this one has 10 Forest Folk cards that are part of the Raid Creator Vision series. So these are
we just kickstarted, right?
Yeah, that was kickstarted in January, and these are the first 10 cards of that set, which are Forest Folk focused. So they get numbered 1 to 10. So it even looks nice and complete with if you're just a collector. And we're also including the foil edition,
right?
Of which we actually already have here, the foil edition of Furious Fox. And an Electric Elf, which is a great little card that we did for the last campaign.
Yeah.
So people will get that one as well. And we're also throwing in a sketch card where you'll do up a nice little character from Forest Folk. So it's
basically like a mini commission in that. It's like a mini kind of sketch.
So it'll be like this. It'll be like, a sketch card, just like they are. Collectors bring them by shows all the time. It'll have the branding, but it'll be original art on the card, basically, for those interested in picking this one up. And I think that's a fun way to kind of get a little piece of art. And you do some great, just little one-off character stuff. And, maybe during backer kit, we could even, if possible, we can get people they can request their favorite character.
Or something like that. Yeah, that works. I'm down with that.
Yeah, it's easy. I think right now this is quite limited. We got 10 only of this one, so snag it up because we don't want to hurt your drawing hand. You're busy with Marvel these days, so
I'm trying, yeah. I know. I'm looking for. If people want this one, I'm happy to do it. So I think it's a cool idea that you guys came up with.
No, I think it's fun. It's something different, and it was actually funny because we had some fans ask about it, going, "Oh, like how do I store these art cards?" And I'm like, you could frame it, you could put it in a sleeve, you could put it in a CCG thing, and whatever, and for those who are interested, let's see here. We got, just to give a quick scroll through, we do have other commissions if people are keen on it. What do we got here? We got 2 Forest Folk commission tiers here. We got the, your choice of Forest Folk character, and you do them on 11 by 14.
Yeah, it's 11 by 14 paper. It's big. It's a
Oh yeah. It's a nice size.
Boy. It's inked and marker colored and stuff like that.
Yeah, so, and these are my favorites. Like this is a little snap from one you did for the first campaign, I believe, right?
Yeah. This was the second campaign.
Oh, it was the second campaign.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. They were a lot of fun. Those ones.
Yeah, I actually want to see more. One of my favorite strips in the new book is your riff on Gotcha Man or Battle of the Planets. Yeah, I'm like, we need more of that.
I know. It was like a one-off. Like I remember designing the outfits because I wanted to have them because I like to do those like them playing, like out in the woods. Like when I was a kid, I would play like guns.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, around with a piece of wood and go, pew pew pew, right? So so that's like their version of that, and I just thought that was fun. So.
No, 100%. And we also got an all request commission tier, which is a little bit more, but you get to request any character you want from Marvel, DC, or the world.
Whatever.
Just no portraits and no pets.
Yeah, exactly.
And I get that. I've done portraits in my career, and it is hard. But let's I guess move on to the final here.
Yeah.
One fun thing we did over the weekend.
Oh, this was great.
Yeah, and this was thanks to Leslie. Oh, unfortunately, let's see. I wonder if I can minimize this. Okay, there we go. That's a little bit better. Minimize this a little bit. This was Leslie here over at Raid. Came up with this idea based on the current March Madness, and we had a bit of a competition on Instagram.
The bracket.
Yeah,
Final Four, the bracket.
Where people could vote, and I actually was impressed with how far Ronnie got in
I
this.
know. Character's been in 2 comic strips, maybe 3 in the entire length of the comic.
Yeah, it was very, very impressive.
I was sad that Lana got bumped right away, but
yeah, I was, but you got it's interesting to see what characters people identify with,
Yeah, 100%.
I was rooting for Bucky and and for Terry.
Bucky made it past the first round.
Yeah, he made it past the first round. Yeah. So, but one of the reasons we did this up was to figure out what pin to do next in Forceful, because we got these amazing pins here from previous campaigns. What we got here? Here's Barry.
Yeah, this is the last campaign.
Yeah, this is the last campaign here.
Yeah.
And so now I guess we're going to be dropping Ollie into the add-on section, basically.
Yep.
Yeah, so we're going to do this one a little bit differently because things, in the world have gone on quite a bit. And we know not everybody necessarily wants a pin, and it's a very expensive thing to do. So what we're doing instead is we're going to be dropping Ollie into the add-on section at cost. So basically,
massive discount. Yeah,
$5 gets you the pin. You can snag it up at your leisure. We're going to be dropping it I think I'd say we probably drop it tomorrow, Tuesday, maybe. You think?
There you go. Get it out there as soon as you can.
Yeah, we just got this info here that Ollie was the winner.
Yep.
We just got to work on the design.
Yep.
And we'll get him out there to everybody to enjoy and pick up should they desire it at a mere $5 addition to your campaign. And you can just go in to the add-on section.
Which the add-on section, from what I've heard, has become much easier and better to work with, right? It'll actually look like a store that you're used to seeing online.
Yeah, I haven't actually gone in as a customer yet, but I went in and set up the new features, which is basically we can now have pictures attached to the add-ons, which makes it so much easier.
Of course, it's more what people are used to, right? Like
exactly. So you'll be able to see it visually what you're getting, which in this case will be the Ollie pin. And on top of that, speaking of visual add-ons and stuff, we're dropping a bunch of T-shirts.
That's right. I'm excited about this one. And they're all redone. Like, okay, go ahead, continue.
Oh no. I was just gonna say we're basically going through the entire run of all the T-shirts we've done so far since the first volume, and we're just gonna be dropping them all in. Plus, I think some of the designs that never actually got made. So,
may as well.
I mean, the first Forceful campaign, I think we had maybe 4 different T-shirts available. I got a couple here.
Yeah, there was a couple berries, I believe. There was that one.
This is one of my favorites, the Ollie.
Yeah,
lingering in the water. There was a berry on a gray T-shirt. Right now, we only have the blue T-shirts left here, but we have the Filbert here over here. So we had a lot of these. So we're going to drop them all into the add-on section, including some of the Gus ones that never made it to print.
And
I
think exciting because
and I think there was a couple. Wasn't there a couple of like different berry ones too? I think.
Oh there was I think 2 or 3 berry ones that you made designs for, and then there was I see them all the time. Did you see like Alex wearing one at the con? Like people are
I saw that.
My friends wear them all the time. They would just be walking around in a berry shirt, and I'm just like, that's amazing. And I know people have come up to me and spoken to me about Gus. They want the Gus shirts.
Yeah,
so they're gonna be made available again. They're gonna go onto the add-on section. You can just pick your size and I'm assuming that'll happen down the line. But that'll
happen on the back. Yeah, so basically you just pick your design, and basically we will have them set up in probably a standard color, and we will make them available. You just pick it, and then during the backer kit stage of the campaign afterwards, we'll request your size basically.
Now I had a segue here, or not segue, but like just an extra little bit of information. Somebody messaged me about the blend on those shirts. Are they a mix, like a poly cotton mix, or are they straight cottons?
These ones I believe are straight cotton here. I can double check here. Hold on a second here. These are 100% pre-shrunk cotton.
Oh, pre-shrunk. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, so these ones here. We did have Actually, no, I don't think we had any of the blend shirts in any of the campaigns because they're a little bit more expensive.
For sure.
And not everybody likes polyester, the blends, because they're not as breathable, right. I guess, as the cotton.
Well, pre-shrunk is perfect because I think everyone's problem with cotton is that you buy a size large and then you wash it and it turns into a medium, right?
Yeah, it says pre-shrunk here on the label. I'll be honest with you, I have a few of these myself. I've worn them. Do they shrink a little bit if you put them in the dryer? Yeah, a smidge. Yeah. Just like anything you put in the dryer. I always suggest putting them in low heat.
Yeah.
Or what I do sometimes with my favorite shirts, I just hang them to dry. Yeah. And then I just put them in the dryer on a tumble cycle. Yeah, just to kind of soften them up a little bit.
And there's your housekeeping tip from Raid and Raid Press.
Exactly. There we go. All right, so I think we're going to drop those Wednesday, and I believe that's all the news we got here today. Yeah. Basically, we ran a little bit longer than I expected, but we had
a lot to talk about.
Yeah, so I think that's awesome, and thank you everybody for the help on everything, and yeah, I guess we're going to see you in the updates on social media. Pay attention to that for any future contests. Oh, I think one more last thing we forgot to mention, the Stunt Fox pin, which is part of the campaign. For those, some people have snagged these already, but we're dropping 5 every weekend in the add-on section. So pay attention to our social media at the Raid Studio and at D_GEE for for Dax there, and we will share that information online so you can snag those up if you want.
Yep. Sounds so for those people that didn't, that just got the book and were like, well, I want the pin, but I don't want the whole. I missed the early bird or whatever. So you can just add, if you get in there early, you can grab a pin and add it to your account. So.
Exactly. All right. Till next time.
Till next time, buddy. Thank you so much for everything you're doing.
No problem, man.
Thank you to the fans.
See everybody later.
Bye.